All right, let's get that one rolling. That one rolling. All right.
We're rolling.
We're rolling. Hey, good day, America, and welcome to our podcast. We're two pals with different viewpoints and thoughts who really don't know much, discuss news, politics, conspiracy theories, and much, much more. One's a genius, and the other's an idiot. Or are they both idiots?
Are they both geniuses?
I'd like to believe we are.
I like to think so too. Today I'm feeling good about being a genius. It's not every day I'm so confident.
But hey, you be the judge. Let us know. Now, live from beautiful Central Florida, welcome to Political No Brainer. Your hosts on your right is me, Zach, and to your left,
Coach Trippy, a.k.a. Jeff Rabinowitz.
The Big Rabu.
The Big Rabu.
What's up, Rabby?
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing, man. Lots to talk about.
Heaps. Where do you want to start?
Agenda 47.
Agenda 47.
You know I do. So, I don't know how many of you seen that video of the one of Jeff's people
announcing Agenda 47.
The libetard going nuts about it, thinking she's bashing it, but it's turning out
number 47.
Will he stay 45 or will he be 47?
He has been 45.
Right. Will he still stay 45?
No.
And they'll just eliminate 46. Didn't even matter what it was.
46 was Mr. Joe Biden.
Has there ever been a president who skipped the term?
There's never been a president that's run again after losing. Never has happened. He is the first. After losing.
You mean after it got robbed?
After proving he is a loser. A big, giant, orange
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it got robbed. But that's a whole different thing. So
that's another thing. That's not a part of Agenda 47.
No, negativo. So Agenda 47 seems to be the platform Trump is taking a stance on for when he gets elected.
And it is a bigly platform.
Bigly.
A lot of items. A lot of line items, if you
will. Let's start with the very first one they said. Mass deportation.
Mass.
Let's
do it. In history.
Let's go. Out.
Okay.
So here's my problem. Now the new thing is, and I don't know if it's true, I'm going to do a little more research on it. I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or just the truth, as most conspiracy theories are. They're now saying to get your citizenship, join the military. We'll make you a citizen if you serve in the military. I got a problem with that.
Well, one, there's no need for any more enrollment because there's plenty of it.
There is. No. We're way behind.
No,
we're caught in a bind.
I was talking to recruiters. Well, it's been a year now. Marine recruiters, they're always turning down really kids that want to go for
because half of them are freaking meatballs. But
well, the Marines like meatballs.
No, I don't think they do.
I like spaghetti.
All right. No. I think there's a major shortage on. Here's the problem. Every decade has become softer and softer. Do you think if we had to storm the Normandy beaches right now, how many kids would sign up for that?
But we don't have to storm.
You don't know.
Because you know why? Because we've excelled in so many directions. Technology, our troops are more. There is a voluntary, 100% voluntary force.
But there used to be such a passion to serve America. Now kids.
I still see that passion.
I don't. I've got kids. My kids are like nay.
Right.
Except for one of them, he wants to go in because he thinks
they have a right to
better.
But a lot of kids, I have a nephew that just went in the Navy. Very excited to be
in the Navy.
You can sail the 7 seas.
We'll never do that again.
You know what the acronym Navy is? Never again volunteer yourself.
That's right. Never volunteer. I told my kid when he's talking about going in the Navy himself, and I was telling him the number one rule. He goes, "What? Don't smart out? No, nothing like that. It's never volunteer for anything." Well, what do you mean? Hey, who wants to do mess hall duty tonight? Nope. Just keep your hands in your pockets and keep your mouth shut. Anyway, I have a problem with that. I have a problem if they're saying that you can get your citizenship by joining the military, because now we're training outsiders on our secrets.
Well, they're not outsiders. That's the whole idea of immigrants. They want to be.
I don't believe they have. I believe there's an ulterior motive.
Is this a part of Agenda 47?
Yes. No. The military things. No. Just mass exodus, which I'm okay with. But the other thing that I'm very much okay with
mass deportation. They're not exiting on their own. Exodus would imply they're exiting on their own.
Well, we could have them gently persuaded with an AR-15. Did you see the 2 illegals down here in Florida that raped a lady in her car the other day in a nice affluent neighborhood? They were from Guatemala, and they decided they wanted a little Hoosier daddy.
they'll be deported.
And if it happened in my neighborhood, they would just be carried off in a body bag.
But that's again a different story than legal, law-abiding
There are
immigrants.
many of those. I work with many.
Right.
I have friends who are, but they came in and they are the first to tell you this mass coming over the border is a bunch of crap.
The
They think
border.
it's they think it's just a
We had a
sham.
bill that was negotiated, a
Whose bill?
bipartisan bill that was negotiated to control the border in a bigger way than ever before, and it was shot down by Trump.
I don't think it was shot down.
Eight
Trump don't have nothing.
8 lieutenants in the House don't
Nah,
support that bill,
I don't
and one of
believe
the
it.
lieutenants is the Speaker of the House, who has no balls
I like him.
and will not bring
Oh.
the bill to the floor.
Hey, at least he was respectful, even though he's kind of rolling his eyes the other night during the State of the Union. He wasn't like Pelosi with ripping up the speech and acting like a
I started out with a good feeling.
booze hound.
I started out with a good feeling about him, and I've just lost all respect. He's
Well,
every
because
time
he's Republican. You don't have respect for
every
any of
time
us.
he has to do something, Marjorie Taylor Greene picks up the phone and goes, "Remember, we're going to pull your speakership." And he's, "Oh, I want to be speaker so bad. I better not do that."
I don't think
Thanks,
MTG doesn't have that much juice.
She apparently she does. It's happening.
I like
all
her
the time.
too.
Oh God!
Of course, she's a blonde, so
Gross.
why wouldn't
Disgusting.
Why wouldn't I like her? So anyway, listen.
Mm.
Then the other thing was another thing that I'm very fond of. Let's disembowel the Department of Education and give it back to the states.
So that's something Ronald Reagan promised to do as well, and he did nothing with it. It actually grew in size and scope on his watch.
Well, it needs to get 86th.
These are the kind of empty promises that every politician makes.
We'll see.
The Agenda 47 is huge, and you still got to wonder if he's going to have control of the Senate when he becomes president. Because if not, he's going to be a second-term lame duck president from day one.
Almost as lame as yours.
Mine's getting stuff done.
He ain't getting anything done, other than he's going to get arrested for taking.
Everyone's getting arrested. The only one getting arrested is the only one that I've seen in cuffs and put in prison was Trump.
It's because, and I have to agree with you. We talked about this the other day. Your people have an aggression towards him, like
unseen before,
like never seen before. Correct.
Never seen before.
Right. If the Republicans grow some huevos,
they don't have them.
No,
and
some of them do, but there's not enough. Marjorie Taylor Greene would be the first to
she's
have
got bigger
Biden
huevos than me.
Yeah, that's a tough chick right there. And who's the Spanish
gorilla balls?
The Spanish girl from what's her name? Dadgummit, she's always out shooting the AR-15, and she's a big.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
She's good. Anyway, my thing is, I 100% agree that it should go back to the states. The states should be in charge of their own education.
These are, again, let me just point this out. I don't know if Trump even gets reelected, if he even gets control of the Senate back. And then you've got the quagmire of Mitch McConnell won't be there as the Senate leader anymore. You're going to have some lunatic like Rick Scott as the Senate leader.
Rich McConnell.
Which is going to alienate the moderate Republican senators, and you're going to have nothing getting done at all. And my guess is he won't get the Senate back.
Maybe not. Let's see. We can't.
These are empty promises. Is my big giant point I'm making.
We can't worry. You know what they need to do? Put in Agenda 47. Get rid of these freaking robo-dialers. I get a million spam calls a day.
I get them all the time.
And you know what? I get a ton of even Republican. My friend, this is so and so. We need your support. Send $25 and vote for me. And I delete spam. I don't care who you are.
Is that Trump?
I do it to him too. I do it to everybody. Anybody who sends me a text that I didn't solicit, you get deleted in spam.
Well, the other day he did an ad. Send me $5, I think it was. I know times are hard because of this terrible administration.
Terrible. Bigly terrible. We're all broke.
So what do you want? You want your $5 or not?
Anyway, the other thing that I thought was really good was anyone who is on government medicine, government, what's it called? Insurance. I don't know. I need insurance. Dan Bramage. That they can't get gender reaffirming operations.
But the one thing that they can get is Cialis and Viagra.
That's fine. Give him
yeah,
a little.
he must be.
keep the.
He's a giant advocate of Cialis and Viagra. I've heard from
Cialis
Daniels.
is actually good for. You heard it from her personally.
From many of her.
Yeah.
Repertoires.
It's very good for your blood pressure, Cialis.
That's what he's using it for, I'm sure.
You never know.
Hopefully it's rising highly because we keep fucking with it.
I don't think so. I think he's got rhinoceros thick skin. But I don't think if I'm paying for your insurance because you're too poor to pay for it, or you need it because you're elderly or disabled, that I should pay for your gender reassignment. Look, if I wanted to get if I was on government insurance and I wanted to get liposuction, you think they pay for that? No, it's an elective.
That any plan is paying for gender reassignment.
As far
as I know, that's self-pay. I've never heard insurance is covering that.
I don't know, but they're taking it out, which is good.
It's not in.
I think it is. I got to do more research. I'm not an insurance guy. Any
Trump's
insurance people out there?
And he's talking about repealing the Obamacare again in Agenda 47, which you saw went as well as a fart in church the first time around. And now Obamacare's gotten even.
I don't know that it needs to be repealed, but it might need to be cleaned up.
I've always said, we've all said, fund the high-risk corridors. Raise the penalties. Get more people insured.
I think, and this may sound a little socialistic on my part, I think insurance and pharmacy, big farm and insurance has stepped so far over their line that the government might need to come in and smack them around a little bit. But the problem is, all the people in Congress and the Senate are getting little payola.
Well, they are getting big payola. But here's the thing about that: as part of the Inflation Reduction Act, we negotiated.
What inflation has been reduced?
We allowed Medicare to negotiate medical drug prices. And it was Mitch McConnell that said, now that we've done that, we're going to see a reduction in research.
Which, speaking of, he talked about bringing taxes back to what it was, lowering taxes.
We're at 15%. We went from 21% to 15%. That was a part of the last tax bill.
I'm actually all for a flat tax. Everybody gets charged the same across the board.
A flat tax is kind of like the same thing as universal health care. It's too big a change for too big a country, and it's just not going to happen.
I know, but I think it would be nice. All right, everybody, if I make $1, you get 10 cents. If I make $1 million, you get 100,000.
There would still be the loopholes for corporate America.
Well, then bust the loopholes.
Well, wow. You're like Agenda 47. You're going to add to Agenda 47?
I am. I'm going to have Agenda 47A.
Agenda 47 plus.
2.0.
I want Agenda 47 light. Let's get rid of Trump as a candidate.
Oh, stop it. There's nobody else good enough on either side.
Oh, we have, who do you like on our side? Did you want to see replace Biden? You like, we have
that greasy oil slick on the West Coast.
What's his name?
Gavin Newsom. I like him as much as I like stepping in a pile of poop in the backyard when I'm out walking.
And slipping and falling.
That makes it even better. That's enjoyable. No.
My dog leaves a deuce here and there in the backyard.
I've got 3. They leave giant deuces.
Oh, my God.
My lawnmower guy runs them over. Is what it is. It's what I pay him the big bucks for.
He deserves the big bucks.
They got a company now. Speaking of, we went way off topic, but they have a company now that'll come clean your back.
They've had them.
That's crazy. I got kids. Well, I had kids. They're all gone. I remember when we first got the dogs, that was their chore. Sunday mornings they had to go out and clean the whole yard. They'd walk around with little garbage bags and fill them up. And
I had a lady one time living next door to me when I lived in Longwood. She was flinging it over the fence and right into my yard. I'm like, how does this work?
I'd fling it back.
Nah, I'm not even. I had 3 dogs back then.
I walk around with a bucket and a Publix trash bag in it, and
I had to. It was a tiny yard with 3 dogs. It was a lot of cleaning.
I don't have a tiny yard.
No, you have a big yard.
Bigly.
Bigly. Like what's the golf course Trump has in
Mel Largo?
No, New Jersey.
Pinehurst.
Westminster.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not a golfer. I don't play the sport. I've lived in Florida for 30 years, and I don't know how to play golf.
But I just terrible.
I don't go to the beach. I don't play golf.
I like to drink at the tiki bars.
What was that place? Actually, what's the place? Coconuts in Cocoa Beach.
That was fun.
I heard they make the best. Actually, what am I saying? I had them. They make these chicken tenders. We're not doing an advertisement for them. I'm just talking about back in the day when my friend's band played there and I went there and they said, you got to try the chicken fingers. They're amazing. They were.
They were.
I was blown away.
Really, I'll have to go there.
Only ones that are better were the ones at Planet Hollywood. Bruce Willis's Secret Recipe, which is um, frosted flakes they crunch up and they use that as the coating.
Oh, that sounds good.
Sweet and savory.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so if you're ever at Planet Hollywood in Florida, try it.
Hollywood.
I don't know if there's any more Planet Hollywoods. They used to be all over the country.
There's still one. The giant one.
The one in Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I said other than maybe in Vegas.
Yeah, I think the rest.
Is there one in Miami?
Yeah, probably so.
Miami. That's how the people from New York say it. All the people with the long sideburns.
So what else is on the agenda 47? Open gun carry under any circumstance.
No. Anybody can conceal carry. It's not open.
But it's open to anyone.
It's Constitution carry.
Well, the Constitution never took into consideration there's lunatics in this world.
Sure, and I think there should look. You know, I'm a very big proponent of 2A. I'm an instructor. I'm big time. I have no problem with a background check. I don't think felons or mentally challenged people, and I don't mean handicapped. I mean mentally, as in like bipolar and bipartisan and all that. I think that they should know.
Would you know who does have an issue with background checks?
Who?
The NRA.
Well, I love the NRA, but there's some of it I'm like,
You know why?
We got to be a little smart.
I love the NRA. They offer a great program, but you know why they have an issue? If you give a liberal an inch, they take a foot, and they do. But the fact of the matter is, give them this inch. Let people,
look, they still have a 3-day freeze.
3 days.
That's a background check.
You know a bipolar guy doesn't let things go in 3 days.
I don't know. I'm not bipolar. Maybe I am.
I don't know either. I don't know. I just have this feeling.
I'm multipolar.
Just me thinking out loud.
That's the law in Florida, 3 days. But if you have your concealed carry, you've been majorly background checked. Good English there.
But you should have.
All right. So when I do the training for concealed carry, you have to fill out a form, get fingerprinted, background checked, all that good stuff. It just doesn't show up. I don't give you a stamp. There you go. You have to go through all that, and it takes a while to get it. I think you should still have to get a concealed carry license, because then I walk into a store to buy, I show my concealed carry license, they go, oh, you're an upstanding citizen. You're not a freaking whack job. Here you go.
But that's not within the Agenda 47 realms. This Agenda 47 thing is to appeal. And all
Florida just passed. You can carry. It doesn't matter if you're over the age of 21.
This is another imbecile.
If you're over the age of 21, you can carry. So my daughter carries, but I will get her license. That's not a problem. But she's been trained by me.
Right.
Since she was little, I could leave my gun sitting on the counter. None of my kids would even look at it sideways.
That's an entirely different situation. But there's the situation that's going to arise from just this whole. Nothing matters. No one needs to be background checked. Everybody can just walk into the Walmart and buy handguns. This could become an issue. Very, very.
Walmart will never sell handguns.
Well, no, they don't. But they do advertise online what you could get. I forget how it works.
You have to send it to your FFL, and then you have a 3-day hold.
Right. 3 days.
Even me as a concealed carry has to still get it sent to my FFL.
Right.
But I get it right then and there.
Right.
If you bought it. And
I'd wait 3 days.
He'd do it back. You'd have to go see him, fill out the paperwork, and then wait for the paperwork to come back from the ATF.
It's not enough. It's concerning.
All right. Well,
it's a part of Agenda 47, which actually Agenda 47 is only solidifying what he's already solidified. There are people that are just crazy in love with him. He's not creating new voters. He's actually probably scared off 1 million voters with this long agenda.
I think you're wrong.
I do believe you think
I was watching, was it Bill Maher? Somebody was talking about how he's created the Hispanic and black vote like never before because they are so sick and tired of being where they're at. And they feel that Biden, who made all these promises, didn't do anything for them and left the hood. When he said, you ain't black if you don't vote for me, now they're like, you ain't black because you ain't done nothing for us. And the moment they put Trump in a mugshot, the black community went nuts.
Yeah, I don't see that carrying into election.
Although Charles Barkley said if he sees one more black guy wearing a Trump mugshot T-shirt, he's going to punch him in the face.
Well, Charles Barkley's not my yardstick of successful living either. But
I was here in Orlando. This has got to be you. Well, obviously you were here. This has got to be like 20-something years ago when Charles Barkley got in a fight downtown and threw a guy through a plate glass window.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah. I wish I were that guy. He
I know.
got big money.
Bigly.
Bigly.
I would
Settled.
have sued
He
the
didn't
large
have to.
black
There was a
man.
big settlement.
I would have sued him anyway.
I would have done it. I would have said, "Hey, what do you say to piss you off?"
I don't know. Well, I'm going to say it again.
I'm going to say it again.
I'm going to wear a Trump and a mugshot shirt around him.
That's what I always tell people when they're like, I talk about going to like places like Montana and Wyoming and spiel my liberal spiel.
You will get thrown through a window there.
My friend's like, you'll get shot. And I'm like, just keep filming. That's what made Ronald Reagan great. I'm always telling people that. Just keep filming.
Oh, are you going to be like Ronald Reagan or James Brady?
He had after that.
Did Brady ever recover from that?
No.
He was brain damaged pretty bad.
Paralyzed. It was sad.
He got shot in the head.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But was that Hinckley?
That was Hinckley, yeah. That was Hinckley. Hinckley's still in prison.
Of course. Same. How about the guy who killed John Lennon?
Still in prison.
He didn't die?
No. But the guy that shot the Pope is out.
At the Pope Mobile?
At the Pope Mobile, yeah, and the Pope forgave him.
Pope's in the.
But he was in.
Pope's in the hospital right now.
Yeah, that's sad. I love him. Although I don't understand why he's asking Ukraine to raise the white flag.
I don't like the Pope.
No, I like him, but
that's a whole other topic. That's
one.
A very touchy topic because the Pope now has approved. What am I trying to say? Not sanctuary, but approved same-sex marriage.
It's not that he's approving. He says, "Who am I to judge?
Who are you? You're the friggin' Pope. Read the Bible, bro." Let's not go on that. That's a tangent. Let's not go on that. Our LGBTQ listeners might get mad at me.
No, get mad. Comment, subscribe.
Cancel me, please.
Don't cancel. We need more subscribers. We have no one to cancel yet.
We have no one. Who's this mook who got canceled by them?
By the people that haven't subscribed.
Then next thing you know, we'll be on Joe Rogan.
Oh no, Joe Rogan.
I don't know if I like Joe. I like his show. But I think they just sit around and smoke way too much weed when they're on it. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Oh no. Oh.
I'm like Snoop Dogg. No more weed.
No, not me.
I never did it anyway, but the 80s were good to me.
So what do you think, bud?
I think that we got a lot. I mean, there's so much. Here's my problem. You talk about bipartisan, but bipartisan to me means somebody's giving up.
Well, that's called winner takes all politics, and that's 90% of the problem that we have right now because there is no one size fits all solution. There needs to be compromise. If you're just thinking that under any president, America wasn't built. Presidents don't make laws; they sign them into law. So you've got to get them through Congress, and you're not going to have a 100% conservative Congress, and you're not going to have 100%.
What's this new bill they're trying to pass right now that I hear is full of pork?
Which one?
It'll come to me. Just keep talking.
You know, we have bills hitting the floor every day. There's things being addressed every day. Most of them don't pass. But the ones that get, for example, we had a bill for supporting Ukraine, and I believe we should. And we're literally watching a tiny country fight well against Russia.
So the news shows us. We don't know what really is going on. I've seen vloggers over there, and there's nothing going on. They're all out having a good time.
20% of Russia's navy is underwater now.
Allegedly. I don't believe
watching video of them.
What do they teach you? Believe nothing what you see, but 50% of what you hear.
Russia's confirming that every sunk ship they do.
Do you think Putin would have nuked that place?
He can't nuke anything. Like I said, there's a difference.
You say he can't.
There's a difference between a person that will commit murder and a person that will commit suicide. Putin is not suicidal. If he nukes anything, if he even uses conventional nukes, which are small bombs with nuclear abilities to make them a bigger
good thing
explosion.
It's not North and South Korea because that little pajama crazy man would
But we're finding out North Korea's ammunitions are crap. They're old, outdated. He sold half of it to Russia.
Is he like Saddam with the Scuds? Remember those things?
Right. That's what we're finding out is North Korea's army is completely ineffective. And all over the place we're finding that.
Well, that's why America needs to keep flexing their muscle.
We are, but we're in Congress. We're waiting on $60 billion.
How do you flex your muscle when the head admiral of the Navy's a transgender and everybody in the world's going, what? What?
Well,
My father came back from the
we've
dead
had this
just to slap
discussion
me
so
because I
many
was in the
times.
Navy.
I don't have an issue with transgenders. I don't want.
I don't think the leader of the United States Navy or any other military branch, and if you're gay, you're gay. I don't care.
Right.
You should not dress up as a woman if you're a man.
But that's
in
like
the
saying,
Navy. Well, that's the Navy.
dude,
They are gay. You know the old saying: the ship goes out 150 sailors, comes back 75 couples.
I never heard that old saying.
Yeah, we used to say that.
No, but I mean, I don't have an issue with it. The CEO of the world's biggest company is openly gay.
What do you think about the France Prime Minister? They're saying his wife is a dude.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
No.
Oh, yeah. But that's a very strange situation because, like, they hooked up. He was in some poetry class or something at 19, and that was his teacher who was 39, and they hooked up, and now it's coming out. Candace Owens is betting her career that's a dude.
Well, who is Candace Owens? I bet her career. That's
I
like
don't
me
know.
saying I'm betting my net worth. I mean, what are you going to get out of it?
I don't know,
$100
but Candace Owens is a pretty big influencer. She used to be bigger when she was with Shapiro, but they went sideways. I don't think they didn't. I don't think they
but
agreed
she's
on
betting
whatever.
her career. That's like me saying I'll bet you my net worth. Okay, so I got $100 to put up. I mean, what the fuck? Like,
I told you the other day I could retire till tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's my net worth.
I'm struggling to make it to work on time today just to make the car payment.
I'm so poor I can't even pay attention. Well,
the bank won't give me a calendar.
That's Biden economics right there. You can't even pay your car payments.
Well, it's got nothing to do with that.
It has everything to do with it. The price of food is so astronomical
because of wages.
There's nothing to do with it. Do you think Publix pays you $50 an hour to work there? Because guess where I'd be working? Stocking shelves. I'd be making subs. I'd be the best sub man in the world. They would love me.
You should. I don't know if you should.
No, I should not. I don't want to make subs.
No,
I'd be bored out of my mind.
They're not bored.
I'll slap you with a salami.
Busy. They stay pretty busy.
I couldn't do it. I could maybe walk around and stock shelves and point people in the right direction, and I don't think I could be a bag boy. I'd put stuff in the wrong place.
No, I don't think I could either.
But that's really whatever. So I just think the price of everything. We've discussed this. When Trump was in office, the groceries have gone up $400 or $700 a month per family. COVID has nothing to do with it. COVID was a scam.
Brought the economy to
COVID was a
scam or not. It brought the economy to a halt.
And that was the Democrats' fault.
I've always said the Democrats handled it differently. The idea was that
they're like, "Oh, quick, run, hide, stick it in the sand, wear a mask."
There was a concern that we would overwhelm the hospitals.
I still see people wearing masks, and people,
they're right.
But the CDC has said the masks do nothing, and actually can cause more sickness.
Go back to what I said originally. If there was guidelines the Democratic Party wanted to offer, making it mandatory was wrong. You want to wear a mask today? Wear a mask. You want to wear a shield? Wear a shield. You want to wear glasses that look like you're welding something? Wear glasses that look like you. I don't need it to be mandated.
Well, I always say when I see someone with a mask on, you don't have to put on your car who you're voting for. We already know.
Well, I always say if you see an old lady standing with a walker in line patiently in the hot sun, it's probably a Republican. And you know what?
Because they're waiting for the Trump rally.
Because they're more adamant voters. But this time, our voters are going to be so adamant that Trump's going to lose and cry like a little bitch that he got stolen. I don't
think so.
I'm seeing it.
You'll see me cry too.
I know. You said you're going to move to Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, baby. I'm going to go surfing every day. We'll do our podcast from the beach.
I'll be there. I'll fly out there every week. I'll fly out.
You can't make your car payments.
I know.
Wait,
the flights.
How close is Costa Rica to Argentina?
I don't know. The flights weren't expensive.
You can't go visit your family while you're down there?
I would. Why not?
Is her family still in Argentina?
No.
They're all gone. They're all left.
Yeah. No, they're not. No.
No sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles.
They're all here.
They came to America
legally.
See, what does your wife think about the border?
She's concerned that the people that really do need to cross over are not going to be able to. There's, like I've said, we both have that same concern. We've decimated. When you talk about the border, you are talking directly about Mexico. Because people say the border. No, we're talking about Mexico.
Right, it ain't coming in from Canada.
No, And
The
there's a
Mounties got that
concern, like I've
lockdown.
said all along, we've decimated that country's ability to function. We buy their drugs, we promote their drug wars by buying their drugs, and then we say we don't want them over here, and all they send over is drug dealers and rapists. Well, the drug dealers are coming over because the demand is there for their product.
Yeah,
And that needs to be addressed.
I had a friend who his son was a recovering addict, but he still smoked weed, which they said was fine because it took the edge off. Yeah, yeah, and it's pretty much legal. Well, he bought some, and it was laced with fentanyl. Killed him.
Well, they've gotten to the point now where you can buy weed that's safe. It's legal.
Right. That's why if any of my kids ever talk, if any of my kids talk about smoking weed, I said, let's get your pop card so I know you're buying it not from Willie the dope man on the corner. You're buying it from. No offense to any Willies out there.
We as liberals have argued that point adamantly for the longest time, to the point where I'm not throwing names out there, but John Morgan spent $12 million of his own personal funds to.
You know, he owns the most pot farms in Florida.
You know what? Then he invested in it.
He owns them.
Right.
He's huge.
He spent $12 million just getting it legalized. If we're monitoring the situation,
you know why? Because of his brother.
Right. And we won't go into his brother's story at the moment.
No. And we won't go into the fact that John Morgan doesn't have his driver's license.
But he's okay because he can afford a driver.
He does. He does have a driver. But that's beside the point. But listen, the guys that are coming over the border right now that I'm seeing are definitely not people who need to come over the border.
What you're seeing, what I'm seeing are entirely two different things. Because actually, Fox
seeing your girl AOC standing there crying at the
You have a boy, Donald Trump. I don't have any particular. I don't like AOC.
Nancy Pelosi. I seen your T-shirts.
That's the issue I have is the Republican
Party. Yay, we're okay. We got AOC. Let's go.
To Donald Trump, it's gotten ridiculous.
But that's called loyalty. You're from up north. We know all about the loyalty.
Who's he loyal to?
America. You see, he hugs the flag. He loves the flag,
and he holds the Bible America. Like he's holding.
And he loves the Bible. I saw him speaking.
Toy.
I saw him speaking at the. Who cares how you hold the Bible? I got a Bible on my phone.
Opened it.
How do you know he was at? I just watched him. He did a speech at the graduation at Liberty University, and his favorite verse is 2 Corinthians 3:19. Through him we have liberty.
According to his writer.
Who knows if his writer wrote it or he wrote it?
He used a ghostwriter for his Art of the Deal book.
Biden used a ghostwriter, and they're finding out that Biden shared top secret secrets with him. So now your boy's in trouble.
Have to share top secret.
He better have lots of depends for when he's in jail, because they're not going to let him use the crapper in there.
You've got to share.
He's gonna have Bubba as his cellmate.
Common practice to use share top secret secrets with the nominee of the major party.
No, he shared it with his ghostwriter for his book.
Oh,
yeah.
But she said.
No, he didn't share it with Trump.
Oh,
he shared it with his ghostwriter. They're gonna. He's done. He's kaput.
He's done. Right. Done.
And now they're saying that cocaine they found in the White House probably wasn't Hunter's. It was probably his. Because did you see his speech the other night? He was all. He's all jacked up.
Good.
And then all of a sudden the robot button hit, and he was like. Arr.
That was the Toy Story.
And his string went. And then the next day he does a speech and he's like, Pennsylvania, if you put me in Congress, he doesn't even know what he's running for.
I love him. I love him. God, I love him.
You should work at a nursing home. You like old people.
I do love old people.
My buddy used to work at a nursing home, and he said the old guys used to flick poop at him.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I would have to punch that old guy in the face. Right? Poop freaks me out.
You get a throat punch. I have a friend who cannot even pull their pants up after they go to the bathroom. They have to wash their hands first to make sure there's no fecal matter. I said,
you need to replace the pants there.
You're retarded. Yeah, but back to the mask. Let me ask you a question. Here's my whole thing with the mask. The mask is about the thickness of my shirt, right?
No, there was a certain one. I forget the name.
Oh, the RG,
right?
Whatever, yeah,
right.
Yeah. But even that one won't stop it.
No.
If you covered your butthole with it and you farted, you're still smelling the fart. So guess what? It ain't stopping no corona.
Well, there's a way to look at it.
That's how it works.
That's, like I've said, to the point we've gotten to, that's your option.
Ooh, choose violence, Trippy.
That's your option.
Choose violence, baby.
And that should have always been. The concern was, are we going to overwhelm the hospitals? Let's mandate everything. The party got it wrong. I've said that. It's okay that we got something wrong.
Well, the problem is, I think your party allowed China to bring it into America.
Oh, that's the China virus.
You don't think it was made in Wuhan?
There's no evidence.
There is evidence. They found the
world's
labs.
Greatest scientist.
Who? Fauci?
Well, Fauci is a department general of a giant department. There's
Fauci's a moron and belongs in jail.
Of course he does.
Caused businesses to go under, people to go bankrupt, money. It was.
Fauci didn't do it. Businesses colluded. It was a good time to reset. So they all agreed with it. Car companies today do business entirely different than they did before COVID. They do business the way they've always wanted to do business and were unable to do business.
What, jack up a sticker?
No, not only that. Mostly, you don't look at a car lot and there's half the cars there used to be.
No, that's not true. Now the car lots are filling up again.
Well, they're not making the same deals they used to.
No, they're making better ones because they've added a bump on the sticker.
Right.
Because they call it.
I know what they call it. I've heard the name. But
it's a bump. So like my buddy was looking at let's just use my friend was looking at the G-Wagon. They're expensive, right? The G-Wagon's base price is $198,000, whatever.
The one you sent me was $500.
Well, that's a different one. That one's insane.
Yeah.
But the base price on the G-Wagon, let's say it's $200,000. They put a sticker on it for market revalue $75,000. So now it's $275,000.
Right. But that's
and then they'll negotiate that, and you're still buying it for over sticker.
To say Fauci shut down business reset.
But I used to always say in the car business, why dicker, pay sticker, get out quicker.
I never heard that before.
That's how I made money.
I like that. Why dicker, pay sticker?
Bigly.
Let's get out quicker.
Bigly.
If I ever go to buy a new car again, I'll remember that.
Bring your wife in. We'll dicker.
Well, we got to wrap it up there, buddy.
Right?
Time.
All right. It is. Yeah. You got to go make your car payment.
Why dicker? Pay sticker. Let's get out quick.
Bring your wife in. We'll dicker over price. Anyway, enough with the silly car analogies. Listen, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Once again, thank you for allowing us to babble in your ears. If you like our babble, comment. If you don't like our babble, comment. If you know one's a genius, comment. If you know one's an idiot, comment. If we're both idiots, comment. If we're both geniuses, comment. It doesn't matter. Just comment, like, subscribe, share.
Comment.
Do it.
We want to hear your comments.
I want to hear it. I want some mind-boggling questions that might even trump the great Rabu.
Nothing Trump.
Did I say Trump? I meant stump.
Stump.
That was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, I don't Trump.
I'm going to trump you next time we play cards.
I only trump.
Ace is wild, baby. So we thank you, and we love you guys' support, and we love that you guys pay attention to us, and we love that you think Trippy's an idiot. And
Jack's a genius.
I'm no genius. Well, according to my IQ, maybe. That's a whole other topic.
Another day.
I keep it hidden.
For another day.
But yeah, thanks. We'll see you very, very soon.